Now, I heard some good news. Now, it was a rumor going around my union hall, and maybe other locals have done similar things. I'm not too sure. I'm only aware about what's going on at my union hall, so let me just throw that out there. But for the people that are tuned in and we work through the same local, there was something going around saying that if you get I'm gonna explain how it was before. Before, they had a tier program kind of system with how we got our royalty check, and so people, every like 5 years, you get bumped up 25%. So when you first qualifying and you hit 1,000 hours, you get 25% until you do it 5 years, and then after that you get 50%. 5 more years, you get 75%, and then on the 16th year, you get a full royalty, right? So now they saying something else. So let's get into it. All right. So now the word on the street is that the last president of our local signed off on something saying that if you were to get 1,300 hours, no matter where you were in the tier or whatever system thing, as long as you got 1,300 hours, you get the full royalty. And then for 1,000 hours, you get 50% of the royalty. The money that you were supposed to get. I think that's a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. It's good for the people in the back who was getting like 25, 50%, 75%. Now they have a chance to get the full royalty, right? But if on the other side of the same coin, you got people way up in the front, they were, getting 1,000 hours every year, and at 1,000 mark, then they, kind of slow down and coast and not come to work as much, which opened up the door for the people in the back. But for them, with their 1,000, a lot of them grandfathered in. They were a part of the contract before where it didn't matter, like you weren't on the tier system and none of that. Tier system with pay, tier system with royalty, none of that, so they were getting the full royalty with 1,000 hours, So now with this new thing in place, it's kind of, like I said, it's a double-edged sword. It helps out the people in the back. But then at the same time, there were people who were like, well, why did you just do, if you can change something as big as how much somebody that gets with their royalty, why not just, try and take away the tier system as far as with the pay and keep it with the royalty, which I heard that and they, went back and forth talking about it, and it kind of makes sense though. Like, if you can change something as big as how much the percentage a person gets on their royalty, could you do away with the tier system with the pay, so that way, instead of that one-time payment, of however much the royalty is. And to people that don't know, here at my local, we have our royalty, there's a cap on it. So we only get so much. It's not like a bunch of other locals where they getting big money back. We getting a nice chunk of money, but it's not like other locals, that don't have a cap on their royalty. But if you could change something so big as a percentage a person get on their royalty, why not just sign off on something to take the tier wages away? So that way, you have people, especially people way in the back, and people that try and avoid container boats, they'll come work the container boat because they know they're getting more money on there, they're getting the maximum amount on there. Or they'll work certain vessels that give container pay, but they aren't really container boats, like the railroad boats, that we put cars on them, but they got containers on them, so we get paid like it's a container boat. Now, if that were the case, a lot of things that go short as far as like with labor, it wouldn't really be the case. So that's just my argument on it, So Dang, now they would have put that took the tears off the page. I would have been happy about that. Well, we finna ball out. Well, I'm checking on everything, boy. I'm trying to tell you, but ain't you? Look. And after this fiscal year over, container boat shouting. You know what I'm saying? Container boat shouting. But hey, look. That is all I have for this video. If you like it, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe, and share this video with somebody who you think will like it. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Y'all take it easy.